here we go. caliburTek taking on King Chris. In Grand Finals, we're going to go Battlefield for Game 1. King Chris coming from the winner's bracket. caliburTek battling his way back through the loser's bracket for this rematch. So he will have to win 2 best-of-5s to take the tournament. Pretty even back and forth start for both these guys. But King Chris coming out the worst for the wear to start things off. Chris not able to capitalize off of his stun, and caliburTek racking up quite a bit of damage, but King Chris is doing a nice job keeping it close, keeping things within reach. And ZSS can turn things around in an instant, really. There's that side B, but it's not quite enough to take caliburTek down. However, that drop down back air through the platform will get the job done, but caliburTek responds with one of his own, and we are back to dead even as we get a clean reset here. Both these guys with some lethal back airs. We're right back to square one in this first game. caliburTek doing a much better job fighting King Chris this time around. Chris able to get out of that hit stun just fast enough to avoid the side smash from Calibur. Good down B into up smash, but that's not going to be enough to kill off the top just yet. caliburTek's going to have to try that again with King Chris at a little bit of a higher percent, and he's not going to get the opportunity, at least not now, because King Chris spikes him. caliburTek just barely off stage when that occurred, so King Chris able to get that spike and take the stock advantage, but caliburTek should be able to even things up kind of quickly. I say should, but King Chris likely to go on a bit of a run. Oh, wow. Just barely avoiding that axe. It timed out inches above his head. Now King Chris is kind of going on a little bit of a run, making a case to close this first game out. As caliburTek in the red does finally even the stocks up at 1 apiece, but he's already at 75% here. So King Chris in the driver's seat to take game number 1, barring a really strong comeback from caliburTek. He can certainly do it, but I would definitely be surprised. Good up special out of shield, catching King Chris off guard. caliburTek is hanging around here, racking up some damage as King Chris is struggling to put him down. But I say that, and there's the stun with the flip kick, and King Chris will take game 1, taking caliburTek down off that top platform. King Chris just needs 2 more wins to take the tournament. So game number 2, and King Chris switching up, opting to go with Shulk this time around.
3, 2, 1, go!
Pretty neutral start from both these guys. And Chris, good down smash. Presses the issue, and caliburTek cannot recover after that forward air from King Chris. Nice offstage aggression. So he takes that first stock. Good axe toss from caliburTek, but still not able to find the stock. Up special comes out, and King Chris finally goes down at 163%. So caliburTek, nice shot by him, evening things up and not letting King Chris really run away with it. He barely got any extra credit. caliburTek unable to recover there. King Chris doing enough to keep him from getting back to the stage, and now he's down to his final stock, and King Chris with a huge buffer right now. Trying desperately to get back into this game, but King Chris just not really giving him much of anything. Now, using his Monado arts to swap the shield, to let himself survive for a little while longer, kind of just trolling caliburTek at this point. King Chris will take game number 2. Now 1 game away from taking first place. Oh no. I turned on my almost dead controller. So game number 3, caliburTek's got to pull off a reverse sweep to stay alive, and King Chris needs just 1 win to close out the tournament. King Chris off to a little bit of a slow start here as caliburTek opens a large lead. Now King Chris throwing out a lot of forward airs, keeping caliburTek away from the ledge. He is just barely going to be able to recover, and got a little bit of help from King Chris there, but King Chris going on a big run, evening things up. sauce from caliburTek as he tosses that across as well and nearly catches King Chris with a little bit of extra damage there. King Chris will take the first stock, but caliburTek evens things up immediately with that bread and butter holy water into side smash. caliburTek racking up good damage here. And they are mostly even on the second stock. Once again, just trading blows back and forth. Neither player able to open up a really large lead at this point. This looks like caliburTek's about to go on a run, and then King Chris has an answer. Brings it right back to dead even and vice versa. So almost no separation between these two players right now. caliburTek, good axe toss, managing to catch King Chris despite the fact that he had jump as his buff. But he's not able to jump away from the axe toss, and caliburTek takes the stock lead, but he's over 100%. And King Chris gonna swap to Buster, and now actually swapping to Smash, trying to take that stock quickly, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Nice job from King Chris, evening things up and resetting the fight. Now getting a little bit of pressure, sending caliburTek off stage and trying to close things out right then and there, but caliburTek will be able to make it back safely. We'll start to go on a little run of his own as we are back to even again. And the back and forth resumes. Holy water into side smash, but caliburTek too far away. Not able to capitalize on the opportunity he had, but there's the up air, and King Chris swapping to jump. Unable to get away. And maybe hoping caliburTek get that kill. I'm not exactly sure if jump influences how much knockback you take. But caliburTek is able to stay alive for at least another game. And King Chris will stick with Shulk as we head in game 4. So no swap back to ZSS. And caliburTek could have an opportunity here to make things interesting and force a game 5. But King Chris, a really strong player in his own right. Consistently one of the best players in these weekly events. Certainly not going to go down without a serious fight. As again, he tries to carry caliburTek too far away from the stage to make a recovery. caliburTek down a large percent right now, but certainly able to turn things around. And Chris not giving him the opportunity. Closing out that first stock as soon as caliburTek crosses the 100% mark. And he is looking ruthless right now. I thought caliburTek was definitely going to bring that back based on the previous games in the series. But King Chris is looking really strong at the moment. caliburTek not able to capitalize off that holy water, almost like he wasn't expecting it to hit. He will get the kill with the up B, and he manages to stop King Chris from pulling too far ahead, but still off the respawn, caliburTek suddenly up to 75%, so King Chris still with a sizable lead here. caliburTek, good axe toss, nearly closing the percent gap now as after a really good run. Just swapping to Buster. Trying to build a lot of percent in a short amount of time, and Buster's going to run out, but he's got caliburTek up to 140 now, so the damage is done. Now he just needs to close out the stock. He's going to swap to Smash to get the job done. And he will use his up special to take care of caliburTek's second stock, and now caliburTek potentially on his last stock of the tournament. But King Chris over 100%. caliburTek tossed out these axes, and King Chris will go down, so caliburTek getting a clean reset. And the door is still wide open for a game 5. King Chris certainly not out of the woods yet, as caliburTek is doing an excellent job keeping things close here in game 4. King Chris swapping to speed, trying to negate caliburTek's ability to zone him. Look at this, King Chris is just chasing down caliburTek after every hit. Constantly keeping the pressure up. caliburTek has struggled to find opportunities to really set up anything with his projectile game. He's just getting no room to breathe. And Chris once again swapping to Buster, and look at this damage he's able to rack up. caliburTek suddenly 159%. In just a few seconds, King Chris got about 80% of caliburTek. caliburTek giving himself a chance to survive though with that holy water, but King Chris dropped down forward air through the platform. Not enough to get the job done, but he does send caliburTek flying quite a distance. And the next solid hit should get the trick done, but caliburTek has King Chris over 100%, so he's forced to swap to shield, and he's certainly not going to be able to close out the game just yet. Now swapping to jump, King Chris maybe making a mistake here. He actually has enough DI to survive at 142%, shielding the cross just barely. And this is coming down to the absolute wire, but King Chris will chase caliburTek into the skies and close out the game with that forward air, and King Chris will win Smash Hammer Weekly number 27 over caliburTek with a 3-1 set victory in Grand Finals. Congratulations to King Chris winning yet another event here. I think this might be number 10 for him.